Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. It's once again time for a shop tour, and we are on our very last day in April, April 30th. Last day in April, last Thursday in April. Hard to believe, April's over. Boom, May's right around the corner. So all sorts of stuff to talk about in the shop today. We'll go through it. I'm going to give so sometimes you guys send me emails and I get questions and I get suggestions. Here's what you ought to talk about on the shop tour. Today's suggestion, we're going to call it Letter of the Day. Letter of the Day is from Eric Zanner, who wanted me to talk about the weight of a race car driver and how it can affect the handling of your race car. My answer is very simple. If you watch the Kentucky Derby, which is coming up this weekend, look at the size of the jockeys. Tiny, right? Look at Formula One drivers. Tiny and in really good shape. The lighter the driver, the faster you'll go. Pretty basic. Okay. Thanks for your question of the day. Moving on. All right. So I got a really cool tool. I actually saw this on Facebook and I messaged the guy that makes these, and I just had to have one because I've been using V-blocks to check cranks for years and years and years. But there's a place called QMP Racing out in California, and they have this V-block setup that's infinitely adjustable for crankshafts, and it's on bearings. And so this thing turns perfectly. So in any Miata crankshaft, you want to be checking your out of round or your warpage on your crankshaft. Now, I honestly have never really seen a perfect Miata crankshaft. You can see that this one is about half a thou to 3/4 of a thousandths out warpage, which isn't too bad. So we're doing things to these crankshafts that Mother Nature never intended, and you'd be surprised how warped some of these get, when we rev them to 8,000, 8,500, and then zing, 9,500. They can get a little warped. So this gives me a really precise way to measure these. I love this new tool. Just wanted to show you guys that since we're in the shop tour. Okay, so a lot of things have moved around in the shop, and a lot of things are in preparation. I guess we'll just kind of go car to car. The Integra is sitting here by the door because it is 100% ready to go. I will be loading it up tomorrow because it is headed to Portland for the Super Tour. Yeah, Joe has a drive ahead of him. So he's going to come over the weekend, pick it up. I think he said he's going to leave Sunday afternoon, kind of get working down the road. It's about a 3-day drive. They will also want to do the test day. So pending any issues on the road, this gives him lots of time. But the car's looking good. Back on the slicks, complete dry setup. Car's in really good shape. Looks like right now he's got Michael Lewis in the XGT Lite RX-7, and Lance Stout is entered in the, which is going to be the this is that one. Fred McConnell, Mike Sturm, Wiley Tenbrook. Now Lance Stout has it, completely restored it. He has his new engine in the car. I saw he was entered too. So, yeah, headed out to Portland with this. Stephen Powers' car is back. This is Ken's car cover. Let's make sure we don't forget that. Stephen Powers' car is back. So it's been a couple of years since I built his engine for this car. So what we're going to do is we're building a second engine that will end up being his runoffs engine. I'm actually in the process of the motor already. We're going to switch these out, and he will be picking the car up on his way to the June Sprints, which is in like 5 weeks. So just got dropped off from Hallett, and he actually won on Sunday. And Steven Simons won on Saturday, so we had a couple of really good Miatas putting some really good lap times down at Hallett. We'll talk about Hallett here in a minute, but that's why the car is here right now. So I've got a bunch of tires and stuff hanging around here in the middle. A lot of this is Miata stuff from last weekend. A lot of it is S2000 stuff that's on the dyno right now, and some of it is Integra tires that still need to be loaded into the trailer. So I've got Doug Weaver's car up and out of the way just for this week. Kind of need to get a little bit of this stuff done and out of the way before I can actually get back to his car, but it won't be long. So, okay, I guess we'll start into our little Hallett discussion. This was Ken's first time in the new Miata at Hallett. Yes, it's Ken Kennard's Miata. I know we were talking about how I can't tell you who it is. It's obviously Ken Kennard's Miata. The car looks beautiful. Ken jumped in it right away and said, "This brake pedal assembly is garbage." And I said, "I agree." We struggled through the weekend with the brake pedals, just the way that the pedals are, the way that they work, and eventually by the end of the weekend, I think the pedal got bound up in its linkage. And man, second tip of the day. If you've got a Miata, Miatas have amazing brake systems in them. You don't need to rethink it. It's just going to make your life more complicated. Makes me wonder if that brake pedal assembly may be part of what happened to Bill Hinkston over the years, if his brakes were a little inconsistent, because we found that the brakes were very inconsistent over the weekend. And guess what? It's all getting ripped out. So a little bit more work to do to get him to fit into the car. I'm going to change the roll cage back here. We're going to redo the brakes. Now, let's look at the bright side of things. He actually turned a lap time at Hallett in this car faster than he did in the Integra over the last couple years. So there's a bright spot. We know that this car can be a really good car and can be a really fast car. So we are going to take a breath. We've got our list of to-dos. We're going to take a breath. I already ordered a bunch of bits and pieces for the pedal assembly, and we will get back to this car. But I kind of busted my tail so much on this thing over the last few weeks that I would just kind of want to chip away at it anyway. So all in all, I'm not super disappointed. Some of the things that I knew we were going to have trouble with, we had trouble with, or I thought we would, we did. So I guess I know what I'm talking about anyway, even though I'm babbling. Anyway, so that's how that went. Now, over the last few days, I've been working on Tony Vota's Honda S2000. If you guys have ever seen an S2000 or worked on an S2000, these are cool cars. The Honda race engineers for the motors built these S2000 engines and designed them. And these things run, 8,500, 9,000 RPMs bone stock. So Tony just had this engine built by, I can't remember who it was. It doesn't matter anyway. And what I'm doing here is I'm tuning it. He just put a Hallett in. So I'm just finishing up the tune, trying to get our average horsepower. Yes, in NACA, you have average horsepower. So you take all of these plots and you average your horsepower over the peak and around the peak. It's kind of strange, but working on getting that classified properly. I'm almost done with it, but the car's looking really good. Did a differential swap, rear axle, rear hub bearings, installed long studs. So I actually had the whole back of the car apart, complete corner weight and alignment. And check out these wheels he bought. These things are 10 inches wide, and I think they're really cool. I think there's like a new craze going around with these bronze wheels. And I've seen them on some Miatas, and I'm kind of digging the bronze wheel thing. I think I might get some bronze wheels for my little Rocketeer car over there too. So anyway, car's looking good. I'm going to finish it up here after the shop tour, and we'll be looking really good. Now, Mazda 2-wise at Hallett, couldn't have gone much better. Man, it's been a good season so far. Brought home all the hardware. So it's kind of cool because we'll kind of start with this, and I didn't really realize it till I got back here and I looked at the shirt that they gave us as far as the event shirt. 50 years at Hallett. So Hallett is 50 years old, the racetrack is. 1976, 2026. You know who else was born in 1976? Me. So I'm like, holy crap, I'm going to be 50 this year. Anyway, really cool event t-shirt. And of course, the Super Tours have really cool trophies and flags. And for once, I actually drank some of the champagne. I think their Mazda champagne that they're getting is actually pretty good these days. I'm not a champagne drinker, but had a few sips and I'm like, that's pretty cool. So, gosh, man, I'm good at babbling. Okay, lowered my track record on Saturday by 0.8, lowered it on Sunday by another 0.3. So actually lowered my own lap record at Hallett by 1.1 seconds from 2 years ago when I set it. And I went to Hallett last year too and was not able to set the lap record. Now, that being said, the conditions were great. Man, the conditions were great. There were lots of lap records set last weekend, including Spec Miata, including Spec Racer Ford. And when the Spec Miatas and SRFs are setting lap records, you know conditions are good because those guys can drive really well, and it really showcases the speed. So I felt really good about the fact that they were setting lap records and I was able to set a lap record as well. But I think there were like 8 or 10 classes out of all the classes that set a lap record. Really good weekend at Hallett. Like I said, we had, okay, we'll go down through the classes. E-Production, Tyler Ladd won both days. Jake Anton had a little teething problems with his RX-7, mainly with the fuel overflow and fuel pickup. We actually had to get into his fuel cell Saturday after the race and kind of work on that. And then I haven't talked to him since Sunday, but F Production, like I said, Steven Simons won on Saturday and Stephen Powers won on Sunday with Ken. Ken was second in the Miata on Saturday, and Wade McBride was third on probably Saturday and Sunday, I think. So JPM Miatas kind of dominated H Production. I won both days in H, or F Production. I won both days in H. And I'm thinking about STL. Look up the results. I can't remember. Charles Mathis was there. Kopecki was there with his ex. Steve Johnson, STL Miata, he was there and did really good. First weekend in the car. Really enjoyed the car and really ended up at the end of the weekend, went just as fast as the leaders did. So we had a great weekend at Hallett. Honestly, I couldn't be any happier. It is now time for runoffs prep. So time for me to take a breath. We've got our 3 weekends in, get the car up, get to working on the transmissions, get after the engine, and really start into the summer prep, as well as all these engines and cars that I have to deal with customers too. So, which keeps the whole ball rolling. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Had one last thing for you. Gosh, I almost forgot because I forgot about it last shop tour. When I was in St. Louis, Andy Whittle, for those of you that may or may not know him, he is the guru behind the VW Mafia engine tuning. And he's a retired guy that loves to help them with their tuning on the dyno, but he also has a 3D printer, and he was showing me this brake duct that he printed and how he can create any angle that you want that's even possible. So if you can dream it, and here's the thing, I haven't really gotten into the 3D printing yet, but it's really starting to become mainstream, and if you can think it, you can print it, and it's pretty cool. And this thing is strong, and you can see it's got 2 different angles on it. So pretty cool stuff. He loves to do printing of all sorts of stuff, so hit him up. I'm sure he's easy to find. If you know Chuck Mathis or Chris Shaftsma or Ralph Lindau or Chris Albin or Angus Chrome, those guys all know him quite well. So appreciate you guys watching this week, and we'll see when our next shop tour will be. Depends on my schedule, depends on John's schedule, depends on how much cool stuff we got going on. So stay tuned for that. And also, I'm sure over the next week or so or two, John will whittle through the in-car videos, and we will get some videos up from Gateway, St. Louis, as well as Hallett last weekend. Stay tuned. Thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your week.